Tonight we're running on the right track. I know we never gonna look back. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. Call me whatever, 'cause I'm up for anything like that. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the street, every freak out, sing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like. Where's the fun in doing what you're told? But I don't mind even though I lose control. Oh, I just wanna have a good time. So call me whenever, 'cause a night like this, it never gets old. Oh no, we don't wanna do slow-mo, so tonight we just let go. To the beat in the street, every freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like, party like, freaking out. To the beat, yeah, we freak out, singing like. So baby, come and take my hand tonight, and know that everything will be alright when we dance and we fall and we don't care at all. Now we just sing the la 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 la.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
It is another Sunday tea time. We are here. If you don't know who we are, we're Sean Stef.
I'm Sean.
I'm Steph. Yes, as you probably know, we have a lot of new people that have joined recently. So welcome if you're new here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And welcome to everybody else who joins us every Sunday. We love you guys. We've missed you.
We have missed you, and the sound is good.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Yes, happy 2021, 2023, whatever year it is.
Yes.
Happy New Year to all of you.
Yeah, I'm having some chat issues on the thing. So let's see if I can figure it out.
What's wrong?
It's not coming up.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa. So, how is everybody doing? If you are here in the room, say hello and we will say hello back to you. Give us a hi in the chat so we know you're here. And I'm going to try to see if I can fix this.
Emma Cruz says she misses us. We miss you like crazy, Emma.
Let's see. Who is in the chat? I'm not sure if this is going to work today. There it is. Oh, it's so little. What's happening?
Whoa.
Oh, it's so little. Bear with us, guys. I'm trying to fix this.
So, as in everything else, sometimes when you don't do things for a while, the gear gets all weird and skooky, and now it's putting your chat in.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you,
for
Becky
the
Johnson.
super chat.
Thank you, Becky Johnson.
Thank you.
Thank you, Becky. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you so much. Let's see if I can fix this.
Sundays have not been the same without you. We both and the kiddies. Oh, thank you. We've missed everybody as well. We really have. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas.
I'm getting it. It's still really small, isn't it? It's like microscopic. Here's the chat is brought to you by
Micro Machines.
Micro Machines.
Oh, Heather Forrester, thank you so much.
Heather Forrester, thank you. Let's see if we can do that a little better. Done. Thank you so much, Becky. Thank you so much, Heather.
Yeah.
Confetti, New Year. Woo. Yay.
Emma said Hudson's going crazy. Woo, Hudson.
Woo, Hudson.
Had a little bit of cheese, and now he's like, woo.
Oh, goodness. Let's see if I can fix
Jeanette
this.
said, New Year, new grandma. So wonderful. Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations. That's fantastic. Oh, let's see. What's happening here?
So to answer all of your immediate questions, Stephanie feels and looks fabulous.
Oh,
I
thank
feel like the new Tesla Hyperloop is going straight through my stomach over and over again. I feel terrible. I don't know. I don't understand why, but according to my dad and the doctors, this is normal for me. So I just have to kind of deal.
Still working. Well, it's going to be cut off, but that's fine.
And that's fine.
I don't really have time to deal with that.
No, you need to talk to your friends over here.
Hold on. Bear with me. I'm still trying to fix this. See, I don't get to test the chat because you have to have chat going, and you don't have chat going until you have a live stream. So it's just bear with me. We'll get it.
How is everybody doing? Did anybody do anything fun for Christmas or for New Year's or anything? Did anybody have some fun? Did you all go anywhere? Did you hang out with family? What did you do? Justin says, hi, Rick. I'm not sure. I think it's going to take more than that to get him to come out, but I'm sure he's watching because he's always at the end. Nice live stream. You know, like the Deal or No Deal guy, the banker who you never see in that game show where you just see the shadow? That's kind of how it works with my dad. You'll just get this random text, bloop, good live stream.
There we go. We got some text that we can see. That's good.
Blogging Trucker Review says, are you on a diet? If I am, it's going the wrong direction. I'm now the heaviest I've weighed since prior to starting chemotherapy. Steph likes it. I hate it. But I'm now 189, and I got as low as 141. So I'm not even eating. I don't understand.
You're doing really well. Sean's gained, what did you say? You just gained 40 pounds?
Yeah.
Which has been absolutely incredible. We'll get into the health stuff. I will say hello to everybody. I'm just trying to fix this.
Emma says she finished Game of Thrones. That was a quick binge fest of Game of Thrones. But that's good. Now I can do my joke. You know, now I can make fun of how they ended Game of Thrones, and I can't insult you anymore. So that's good. It's good to know.
All right. I'm just going to say, if you're watching the replay of this, check the YouTube chat. It's right there.
Yeah, there you go.
It's right there. That's going to be good enough for now. I'll fix it later. Enough of that nonsense. I want to say hello to all of our friends. Dun, 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 dun,
Just got a super
dun,
chat from Chris Mack. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris Mack.
What up?
More confetti. Pew, 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 pew. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. Let's see. Let's say hello to everybody. Donna's in the house. Justin, Chad. Whoa, I lost my place here. I'm a mess. Mother T, Justin C, Christine, Allison. Hello, Allison Madison. Dawn, Cloda, Linda, Victoria, Karen, Douglas, Susan, Quaxon, Marianne, Heather, Valerie, Darren, Lawrence, Travels with
Angela.
Cheryl and Ed, and we have
Angela
another.
Payne.
Dun, dun, dun.
Super chat. Thank you so much, Angela.
I can't jump too much because Sean's not feeling well, but I'll just do a little.
Yeah, I probably would be blue.
Dun.
Thank you so much, Angela.
Thank you
You're
guys
awesome.
so much. You guys are so great. Hello to Jeanette, Blogging Trucker Reviews. Another Allison in the house. Journey with Josh. Of course, Emma and Hudson are here. Hello, guys. Hi, Hudson.
Another super chat from Victoria.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone.
That's my
You
little
are
small
awesome.
dance. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you guys so much. Let's see. Evelyn's here. Air Force Les. Philip. Susan.
Emma has
Tristan
her cup of
and
tea in an
Justin.
MSC mug.
Nice. Hi, Gavin and Luke, guys. Thanks for joining us. Fran. Let's see. Melissa. Naomi. Ghislaine. Kiara. Victoria. There's a lot of you guys here today. Thank you for joining us. Hello to Shelly. Another Valerie. Emmanuel. JUC Smiles. Patrick. They got everything. Philip, if I missed you, I'm so sorry. Hello, Tammy. I think Shauna. I get everybody. Nanner Chan. Sydney. Hi, Sydney. Hi, Anthony. Hi, Ange. Hi, Robin. Going down the list. I think I got everybody. I hope I got it. If I missed you, I'm so sorry.
Justin got his first vaccination. That's cool.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Or did I misread that? Was that both vaccinations, Justin? Or you got one? That's awesome.
That's great. Yeah, we have to talk about health stuff. But before we do that, let's raise our glasses because it's been a long time and it's a brand new year, brand new tea time. So if you have a beverage, I'm drinking hot tea, black tea. Sean is drinking Sprite
Because nothing else stays
because
down.
stomach issues. So here's to 2021 for everyone. Hold that thought. Thank you so much. We have another super chat.
Thank you, the Lionsy. Thank you so much.
The Lionsy, thank you very, very much. That's from London.
I need
Yes.
to cheers this before it
All right,
falls off.
cheers.
There we go.
Cheers to 2021, guys. We hope you guys are having a great start to your year. Ours has been very busy, and we have a lot to talk about. So yeah, cheers.
Oh, yeah.
I really wish I could fix that text, but that's fine.
Oh, Douglas, I am so sorry. That's horrifying. I'm big hugs to you. That's crazy. I'm sorry that happened. Yeesh.
Oh my gosh. Sending big hugs to you.
Yeah, that's
big hugs.
Nobody wants that.
Big hugs. Oof. Hope everybody's having a good 2021 and start of the year. We have been super busy, work-wise.
Well, let's rewind here. The last time you saw us, we were about to go to Vegas, and we did go to Vegas, and it was great. During that time, we had a project that was slowly ramping up and starting while we were in Vegas. We knew all about it. Things didn't get to us until after we got back from Vegas. But the second we got back, it was, 20-hour days, easy?
Yeah.
And that literally just wrapped up. And how this works is when that wraps up, another project comes right back in its place. So we did finish a really, really, really fun project. If you're local in the parks, if you go to Epcot and you go to the theater, I can say this, right? Mm-hmm. If you go to the theater at the top of the clock, right next to theater at the top of World Showcase, right next to the American Pavilion, Stephanie and I worked on a thing called the Disney Songbook.
We did.
And so while Voices of Liberty, I don't know if you know who they are, while they sing, we all the animations in the background were done by Stephanie, myself, and 2 other artists. And I ended up animating like 4 different animations straight through. That's what was getting us. That's what was keeping us so busy when we first got back. And then the second Stephanie finished that, which looked really good, she got put onto another project, and I have another project as well. So I'm not going to complain about having work. That's a good thing because Daddy got bills to pay.
Yeah, but it's been full steam ahead with work and trying to get back into the swing of things from Vegas and all that stuff. And health-wise, Sean had chemo this past Thursday, just had his pump removed yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's why today's not such a great day.
I feel like I've been hit by a sword. I really do.
Yeah, it's been not the best. So that's been tough. But work's been insane. But if like Sean said, if you're at Epcot and you want to go check out the Voices of Liberty Disney Songbook.
Now, just to tell you this right now, the other project we're working on, we can't talk about for like 9 months. So it's going to be crazy.
Super, super secret. Super secret. But
Michaela Santiago send us a super chat. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michaela. Really appreciate it. Happy New Year to you as well. It's great to be back here. It's
sounded
great
like a pre-programmed robot. Happy New Year to you as well.
Thank you so much, Ange. I'm like coughing.
Yeah, Anthony Simone says he misses the daily blogs. We'd be daily blogging from prison probably.
We can't show anything.
We just are not allowed to show the stuff we're working on. It's one of those things, and they already know that we're vloggers, and they know that we absolutely follow the rules. But I don't want to get pulled into a meeting on here's how it is, everybody. I don't need that in my life. I don't need to be scolded. So unfortunately, we can't show anything until it's done, until it's public.
Yeah. And it would literally be us waking up. Hello, guys. Coffee. Blah, 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 blah. Coffee. Pour coffee. And that's it. And then good night. Hi, guys. Had a great day. It was very busy. We worked 19 hours today. And now we're going to sleep.
We are absolutely recording what was, I guess you'd call weekly vlogs or something. It's going to happen. But just not right this second.
It's going to be a little different. You got it.
Apologies, everybody.
But Ange, you were talking about my hair. So I had in Vegas, actually Sean was the one that booked it, went to a dry bar, a hair bar, which I've seen before, but I've never been to one. I never really understood it, really got it. And since then, my hair has been so shiny and so pretty, and I love it. So they have a dry bar on Navigator of the Seas, and I definitely recommend if you have a dry bar, you need to go try it because it's so good. You look so pretty. I did it for Christmas Day or Christmas night dinner, and it was perfect. I loved it. But thank you very much. My hair's looking very good. It's getting very long. It's getting so long. So long. Let's see. Hi, Sana. Happy Sunday to you. Yeah, blow dry bar, Emma, is fantastic. It's I don't know, they just do it for you. They wash it and then they dry it and they style it, and you have like a book to pick from, and you get to pick your style, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, we're definitely recommend that if you see one, do it. You have something special to do. And if you're on Navigator, whenever we're on Navigator again, definitely give it a chance because it would be great for a formal night, which would be really fun. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. JUC Smiles, are you going to post the other vlogs before you left for Vegas? We are not. The reason we actually had planned for those vlogs to be airing this entire time while we were on working and waiting for Sean to get caught up with the Vegas stuff. Unfortunately, our mic completely died, like 100%. Just took a nosedive. We didn't know it. So all of our footage was basically, it's inaudible. You can't, it's just, think of it like, it was like a bad CB radio mixed with like the highest pitch that you could possibly imagine. I'm sure dogs could hear it. So footage was gone. I am really dying. I think it's this fan. I think it's making my throat dry. So the footage we lost, we didn't lose. We had the video and we could have made a montagey thing, but it just was weird for daily vlogs. It didn't really work. We thought about it and then we just said, nope, it's fine. And we had some really good stuff too. We had what my first project back to Disney was, we had at Epcot was on there. That's gone. That footage has now disappeared. Emma, we did the cookie stroll around Epcot. That was really fun. Also, that's gone. So it just was weird that it just didn't work. So we just erased it, kept the hard drive space, which was very good, much needed for Vegas, and went on with things. And it was kind of sad, but you know, what can you do? We have a new mic. We had a new mic, and actually we found out that our mic died a day before Vegas. Like, it was really scary and all that stuff, but we're good now. We have Vegas vlogs, so we missed all that stuff, and we're really sorry about that, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? Let's see. Megan, yes, they just blow dry your hair, and they do wash it, and then they blow dry it and style it. They can curl it or make it sleek, like some people like their hair like really straight, or they can make it curly if you have curly hair. It's pretty cool. It was a pretty cool thing. And so the one I went to in Vegas was $40, and then you tip them. And then so that was it. I was like, that's a really good deal and they have deals and coupons and stuff. So I will definitely do that on the ship. If there is a blow dry bar for formal night, I am going to sign up and make an appointment because it was so good. So good. Let's see. Hi, Teresa. Thank you for joining us. Allison, we have so many Vegas adventures that we have to share. I'm going to see if Sean's coming back before we start getting into that. Let's see. The Vegas vlogs, Debbie, will be coming out as soon as Sean can start cranking them out. He has them. All the footage has been transcribed and is ready to go into an edit. So now that we're a little calmer on Disney, we can, and work, we're a little, I say transcribed. You don't transcribe it.
No, I didn't write down everything you said.
I am dying. I think this fan's making me cough.
Let me turn it off.
Maybe. I think it's really making my throat dry. I apologize for coughing. Let's see. Shauna, that's very nice. I actually feel like I've gained a lot of weight. I feel like I gained a lot of weight in Vegas, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I would like to. That's my plan. Everybody wants to lose weight, so that's a goal, but I haven't got there. I've been trying to, while Sean's gaining weight, I'm kind of gaining weight with him. I like food, and
I don't know how I'm gaining weight. I've been drinking Boosts, so I don't know.
That's true. But when you do eat, we eat pretty high calorie food, so.
Emma asks how we back up our YouTube vids. The big trips are all on multiple hard drives. The smaller trips or the most recent trips, everywhere I travel, I wish I had one here, but I only travel with SSDs because there's no movable parts. Security and anybody else with sticky fingers loves to just play with hard drives. Like, oh, what's this? Oh, this is great. Oh, what's happening here? Oh my gosh. No, it's not okay. So we carry 4 or 5 SSDs. I also have an internal RAID in my laptop. That's the primary storage. So Everything's on solid state drives. I hope that made sense.
Yes, JUC Smiles. The Vegas vlog is going to be just like the Tennessee vlogs. We're going to. They're not going to be.
Actually, they're not really going to be.
Not really.
Not
Yeah,
really.
I guess I should say that. We're having episodic. We have an episodic show for Vegas, and then we will have the behind the scenes-esque daily vlogs that go to accompaniment that at the end.
Our daily, because we shot the show in Vegas the way that we shot it to avoid crowds and to just be able to accomplish as much as we could, we shot different bits and pieces every day. So the daily vlog is going to be very interesting because it's infinite little bits and pieces that we do through the day, and then the show itself is a culmination of things we did across multiple days. And Steph even explains that she's like, gotta make sure my hairdo looks the same or whatever,
Yeah, I do have a continuity issue with, I have to have, so we did our Christmas in Vegas. We're doing a whole episode on what you can do in Christmas in Vegas. And we did it over 2 days. So I was like, I have to wear the same outfit. I have to have the same hairdo. I always do my makeup the same, so that wasn't an issue. But if I did my makeup different, I'd have to make sure I did it the same as well. So continuity, I'm pretty good at it. I'm getting good at this stuff. So, we're going to talk about Vegas?
Let's do it.
Okay. So, first up, we're going to talk about plane safety.
I swear, you teach Steph just a little bit of motion graphics, and she just goes buck wild.
I have to have some motion. All right. So, plane safety. We did not get COVID on our trip.
Nope.
We tried our hardest to make it to be very safe. We were saying that from the very beginning that if Sean wasn't sick, we wouldn't have gone to Vegas. That was just
true.
part of everything, with it possibly being the last Christmas and all that stuff.
The doctors did say Christmas. I wouldn't make it to Christmas, and they don't believe I'm going to make it to my 1 year mark. So that's why we went ahead and booked this trip.
That's right. So plane safety, one of the biggest things that we were concerned about was the fact that, how do we stay safe on the plane? Well, this is what we did. We cleaned everything.
We took wet wipes on every surface, the air conditioner, the televisions, the seat belts, everything. And
Down in the crevice of the seats, which I don't think I've ever seen cloth.
And they didn't, there was nobody sitting in the middle seats, but there was nobody cleaning the middle seats either because there were fingerprints everywhere. So we legitimately wiped down every single surface that we could. Seat belts, air conditioning vents, tray tables, you name it. Stuff that we're not even using. We didn't use the tray tables or anything like that, but we cleaned them anyway.
Yeah, we did clean everything good. Really, really good. We did not take off our masks ever.
Not one time.
It's really interesting. We got bumped up to first class for our first flight, which we're like, oh, this is fancy. It's exciting. But it really wasn't because it was literally just a seat upgrade. So our first flight out of Orlando was empty. And we got asked that. And so you don't get extra food anymore. For Delta, they serve everything in a plastic Ziploc bag.
A pre-made bag.
Yep. That has a small bottle of water in it, a cookie. I think ours had goldfish crackers. It had like a napkin, and that's it. So every single person on the plane got the exact same thing. So even though we were sitting in a seat, which was fantastic, it was great leg room and everything else, our experience in first class wasn't any different than anybody else on the plane. We didn't get drinks or alcohol or anything like that.
Just long enough to stretch out your legs and go to sleep. That's it.
That's it. So that was interesting. That was fun to be able to experience that. And then on our second leg of going to Vegas, we were in Delta Comfort, also a bump up. Which again, it was the same thing. You got our little baggie with a bottle of water, goldfish crackers, and we didn't eat any of it. We didn't.
Nope.
We weren't going to take off our masks the whole time. Sean and I already talked about it. We were very clear. I thought something really cool about flying, besides the middle seats being open, is they load the plane from back to front.
Yeah.
So you don't have anybody standing next to you while you're sitting there while they're waiting to get back. And it was fantastic. I feel like every plane should load back to front.
Yeah.
And on Delta, our thing is bin space. I think that's a lot of people's concerns. Well, Delta every seat has their own bin space, which is really, really nice. So it was really easy. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So we had a great experience on the flight to Vegas and back.
We had 2 flights each way.
Yeah. The only anxiety flight, I should say, It wasn't a bad flight. It was a full flight. Every flight to Orlando in our experience is always full. Doesn't matter what time of year it is, what time of day it is, it's always full. And
Chris Mack has a good question that
Yeah.
follows up with what you were saying. Do you have to bring your own water on the plane? They gave you a little bit of water. You could have brought water, but we can't stress this enough. We were not going to eat or drink anything on the plane just in case. And so we didn't. So we were super parched when we got to the airport. When we got to the airport, it was just like, pulling out flowers out of vases and like, oh. But it was really absolutely 100% a no. I touched nothing. I literally made myself, I like to sleep when I fly because then when I wake up, I'm there. So I literally ate nothing, drank nothing, and did nothing until I got off the plane.
Yep. And you can bring food as well.
Yeah.
You can bring your own food. They are very strict about masks and mask wearing. Like I said, coming back to Orlando was our only flight that had some rather people that don't listen very well. And we also had a lot of babies on our flight. Babies aren't required to wear masks at this time because if you're under 2. So a baby's cough, but when you're sitting there in an enclosed space and all you can think of is COVID, 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 it was just anxiety. It made you feel like I just was like, let me get to Orlando. And this was Atlanta to Orlando. So I think we were in the air for 45 minutes. Thank goodness. I was just sitting there like this, like, please don't get COVID. Please don't get COVID. Please don't get COVID. It was pretty
I don't think any of
anxiety.
our flights are more than 3.5, 4 hours.
No. Mm-mm. I think our longest was to Minneapolis, and it was a 3.5 hour
Yeah,
flight.
it was like
I think.
straight down the middle kind of a thing.
Yeah. So that was the only part that made me like super like, ugh, but nothing happened, and kids are kids. So.
And Allison's already started talking about the Cosmo. Cosmo is the single greatest hotel.
Yes.
We had the best views on the planet.
We had the best time. So fun. And love if you want to stay at a hotel, we definitely recommend Cosmo. Get a balcony that overlooks the fountains. It's a little more expensive, but it's totally worth it. So good. Which we'll talk about that next. We'll talk about Vegas safety.
Like I said, you give Steph a little bit of knowledge and she just runs with it.
Come on, you gotta love my graphics.
Yeah, I do.
So in Vegas, we had a lot of friends and family ask us, did you feel safe? First, we say we don't gamble. So,
And we didn't see the roving scooter people who were
No, we
like
did
jousting you and hitting you with bats or something. I never understood that whole story, but we never saw anybody act out of line. That's for sure.
yeah, no, we didn't have any issues with that. In the casinos, we did not gamble, but of course we walked through the casinos. They're so safe. So every seat at the table games has plexiglass between each person. You cannot congregate around tables anymore. There are no crowds. I think some of the casinos had like a marker on the floor where you could stand. It wasn't close. Mm-hmm. Like for the craps table, people like to stand and watch people play.
It was 6 feet.
It was way far back.
So it was kind of like this.
You couldn't see down inside of the table. For the slot machines, which I thought was very interesting, we didn't see very many slot machines that were side by side.
Yeah, they tore them all down.
They're all gone, and now it's like 4. So
And
it's
like-
like you have like a seat like this, like someone
Almost like
sit
a hex
here,
pattern,
here,
yeah.
and here, and here.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting. So you're really not close to anybody when you're gambling. For mask wearing, I was like, oh, I figured it was going to be kind of a mess with people drinking and smoking at the tables because you're allowed to. You cannot do any of that So let me say that again. You can drink and smoke at the tables, but you have to keep your mask on the
You
whole
also
time.
have to be actively gambling.
Yes. But it's very funny. We don't smoke, but it was very interesting to see people with masks on pull their mask up, smoke their cigarette, and then put their mask back down because that was what you had to do. And I was like, I can't imagine what that's like inside of a mask.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was like, that's crazy. So in the same with drinking, they call it active drinking, which means you have to physically have the cup in your mouth. As soon as the glass leaves your mouth, you're supposed to put your mask back on.
Yeah, we only went to one bar one time. The whole time we were there, it was the very first night that we were there. We're going to do our typical cruise ship cheers shot. And you have to understand something here about Mama Bear. She cares about a lot of things, but thankfully, when it comes to me and my health, she will literally flip tables. She will go superstar and just, she will just destroy the place. I'm not saying she did it, but what I'm saying is that somebody tried to get us to sit literally right next to somebody else, and Stephanie's like, hey, have you heard of the COVID? How's it going? And then the woman was giving him such a hard time. She's like, well, we only have one waitress. And she's like, we will wait, and we will take care of the waitress, but we're not sitting right here. And then so she finally goes, my husband here has cancer. And then the second she said that, they all of a sudden put us way in the back, and they're very cool. And, they definitely still got their tip like we told them they would. But it's just like everyone there is so worried about making money because there's nobody there. So they were just like, well, if I keep you all in a group, maybe you'll tip. It was just kind of a... I feel bad.
I was very irritated because the first night we were there, we wanted to get a drink. Actually, we only had I think we actually only had one drink at a bar.
Yeah, we only went to
That
one
was
bar.
the very first night we got there.
Yeah.
So we went into the Cosmos bar by the lobby, in the lobby right next to it. And there was a bachelorette group of women, probably 9-10 of them, sitting in a group by having their little party. And they sat us right next to them. And I'm saying, like, they were right where Sean is, where we would have been sitting. I was like, that doesn't work for me. And I said, what about all these spaces back here? And she's like, well, we only have one server. I said, well, then we're going to leave because we're not sitting here. And I think that's the other thing. We were very proactive for ourselves. Like if the restaurants were full, we're like, nope, we'll wait for a table or we'll just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
We didn't have that
Plus,
issue.
Stephanie and I, we order cocktail drinks. We order crafted drinks. I don't want to down my old fashioned or Manhattan. That seems like a waste. So I'm just going to sit there and sip it. So it's okay if it takes 10 minutes or whatever for the server to come back around. I'm in this lush, lavish place that I don't get to see very often. And I'm in a place with the woman I love. I mean, what's the rush,
Yeah.
So people were just, there were some people there just determined to get tanked. I'm like, you could do that at 7-Eleven at your house. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to get wasted on $20 drinks. There's a lot cheaper ways to, take shots. Just saying. So we didn't have any issues with that. No. Vegas in a whole
the room was super clean too.
Oh my gosh, our room smelled like bleach, and it's like my favorite. It's like my favorite smell now. When you walk into a hotel room, like, oh, it smells good. They could have an air freshener, and I'd be like, oh, it smells so clean. It's not an inch of it's been cleaned. I'd be so happy. But it really was really nice and clean. All of our sheets were really clean. The bathroom was really clean. We didn't feel really any kind of grossness. They also gave us a pack every single day. We did have housekeeping, which we'll talk about that. Yeah. But they gave us a pack that had masks in it. So new masks every day and with a little bottle of hand sanitizer.
So take that hand sanitizer and pour it in mine because mine never leaves my side. And I was just like, thank you for the free refill. But it was awesome. It was, thank you, Lawrence.
Oh, thank you, Lawrence.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let me just throw this out there for Sharon, who asked, did you go to the Chandelier Bar in the Cosmo? Now here's the deal. Vegas used to be first come, first serve for everything. And it was really cool. If you want to go to a restaurant, worst case scenario, you just wait in line. You want to go to a bar, same. Well, the way that they controlled population was that they want you to download their menu, and Stephanie has 800 menus on her phone now, and then make a reservation. Now, you could easily make a reservation for 5 minutes from now when they're not busy. So it really wasn't that big of a deal. We only got turned away one time. Mm-hmm. But it was very strange. So the one time we wanted to go to the Chandelier Bar, we couldn't. It was unfortunate. We missed it, but we did get some good shots of it. And it's a gorgeous bar, but no, we didn't get a chance to spend time in that bar because you literally have to make a reservation for everything you want to do right now.
Yeah, which like Sean said, we didn't have an issue with any restaurant except one time, and it was Christmas Eve, which we kind of didn't plan for, which we were fine with. But everything else we were happy with. That's the other thing, restaurant-wise. I never felt it. I have to say, and I don't want to be like I like COVID because I don't like COVID, but the procedures in place from COVID are my dream. So we go into a restaurant where just like on a cruise ship, we've all been there, where Sean's sitting, this is another table. It's not considered European dining because we're not technically have our own table, but there's a table right next to us. You could be in our party.
For sure.
I like that everything is spaced out. We went to the Mayfair Supper Club, which... OMG.
Oh, goodness gracious.
If you go...
That's probably why I gained all that weight. I'm still gaining weight from that.
It was like we had tasted food for the first time, which we'll get into that in a second. But so at the Mayfair Supper Club, you could tell where the tables were on top of each other to pack it in there. And it wasn't like that. And it was so nice. You felt like you had a private table all to yourself in this restaurant. And that was pretty much the way in every restaurant.
And every casino, especially ours.
Yeah.
The security was militant. They didn't yell at you if you didn't have a mask. They just handed you a mask and told you to wear it, which I thought was a really cool way to avoid people getting angry and whatnot.
Yep.
But B was it just shut it right down. I was just off of chemo, so there were times where I had to rush to the bathroom. I would have my mask around my neck and I'd forget, and all the security lady would tell me, "Sir, do you need a mask?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Thank you very much," and then run to the bathroom.
Yeah, they weren't mean
weren't
about
mean at
wearing
all.
masks. If you've been to Disney or Universal, the cast members are mean when it comes to safety and putting masks on. They probably don't. After seeing Vegas, clearly you don't have to be mean to be an advocate for being safe. They would just simply tell you. It was usually, most of the time, it was women with the mask. I called them mask pouches. They had this whole pouch of masks on their hip.
Yep.
And they would just give you a mask. They're like, "Here, you need a mask. Here you go." And they'd be like, "Have a great day." And they were so smiley and so happy. Yeah, so that was really nice. But speaking of security being everywhere, Vegas safety. If you are going to Vegas, we will caution you with this. We did not know this. Vegas is having a high crime rate since COVID has happened.
And it only makes sense.
Yeah, we talked about it with the Caribbean islands. When there is a big recession and people lose jobs, the crime rate goes up. It's just how it is. We got it on the paper. The reason we found this out is, should I talk about our lobby experience?
Yeah, I mean, we don't know what happened.
We
but you
don't
can
know
tell.
what happened, but we came downstairs from our room for breakfast
Around
and-
9:30 in the morning, you know.
Yes, and CSI. If you're from the UK, that's crime scene investigators were in the lobby with their rulers because there were shell casings on the floor.
They did have tape off. They were taking photographs. They were documenting at least 2 or 3 shells. Glad that we weren't there, but apparently it happened at like 3:00 in the morning. What do they say on How I Met Your Mother? Nothing good happens after 3 or whatever. So
Yeah.
we didn't see what happened. That was kind of frightening. But I'm telling you, the second that tourism dollars go down and all those people who try to hit you up for cash or whatever on the walkways, all that stuff becomes infinitely more aggressive. So.
Yeah. So if you're going, we didn't know this, so I was like, of course, I'm on my phone going, what has happened in our lobby? As I'm walking past, like I felt like I was in a movie. I'm like looking for cameras because it's how it felt like we were in a show.
And I will say this. I'm a very not in your face vlogger. I get the shots that I get, but I've never put a camera in someone's face. I've never done like, "Hey, talk to my camera." I've never done anything like that. But I was stopped by the head of security. They said that they've been watching us. They know that we're of no concern whatsoever. However, they really don't want you shooting a lot of video in their casinos. So most of the video we shot would have been outside of that casino.
Yeah, we didn't. Of course, I was on my phone when I saw shell casings in the lobby. And I found out that the Cosmo, when this all happened, since the casinos have opened up, Cosmo has had the highest level of crime in the lobby area, not in the guest rooms, not basically people coming into the lobby and causing issues inside the main entrances wherever they are. And that's why there are 6 security guards in every doorway. We found that out as well. Yeah. So yeah, if you're going to Vegas, just be very safe. I would, if you are a girl, if you're a lady, do not walk alone.
Yeah, don't go to the bathroom by yourself.
No.
Just take a buddy.
Take a buddy. When I read that and I started reading all of the articles, if you are going to Vegas and you want to check that out, it's in the news and you can read it. I was reading it as we were there and it was kind of a little like, whoa, now I'll be a little bit more careful. Not that I ever leave Sean.
Let me reiterate this just a little bit. I was not more scared in Vegas than I was in Madrid or anywhere else or Amsterdam. You just have to keep your wits about you.
Yes.
Don't go walking around with your cash in your hands going, "Wow, I think I won a lot of money." Don't do stuff like that. But other than that, we had a fantastic time. We did things we would have never done before. We did,
right.
And we had so much fun.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
That takes us into Vegas activities.
Lisa, I don't guarantee. I don't recommend canceling your trip. I think
No.
if you're alert and you're having fun and you're not going places that you shouldn't be going, I think you'd be just fine.
Just
truthfully.
stay in a group. Don't go by yourself. I would actually recommend taking a cab from casino to casino. We did
or an Uber, yeah.
Yeah, or an Uber. Just a car. We walked once and we had an unpleasant. It was unpleasant. It wasn't scary or anything. We had an unpleasant situation with somebody on the street. Somebody giving out the CDs that like they do in New York and they do a lot of cities. It's just tension and you don't want to be in that tension.
Yeah,
so just take a cab.
And I'm sore already. I don't care if you want to solicit to me. That's fine. Who's got a CD player anymore? Let's talk about that. But the second you grab my shoulder and start screaming at me, it becomes a whole different thing. So I don't recommend walking up and down the strip. It was only like 5 o'clock in the afternoon too, which was so funny. It was barely dusk.
We were looking for gelato.
Yeah, we were looking for Steph's gelato. So
We were not. It wasn't dark out. It was daylight. So yeah, I think. So we started taking cabs from there on. Cab ride from.
and they needed it anyway. The cabbies are hurting, so it worked out. We met a lot of great cabbies who are like, it's just like here in Orlando. Our economic bubble hasn't burst yet from the giant mass layoffs, and the same thing's going to happen in Vegas. Vegas is hurting hard. I'm just hoping that there comes a time where we can all take care of our tourism places again.
Yeah. Just be careful, be safe, but don't cancel your trip because
don't
it's
cancel
so
your trip.
fun. We had the best time.
I could have spent the entire time in our bathtub watching Fountains of Bellagio. That bathtub was insanity.
We had so much good footage. We didn't get to have tea time, but we had tub time. So you're going to have tub time with Sean and Stef.
Tub time.
It's so fun. We had a good time. But let's go back to our Vegas activities.
Yes.
Da-da-da.
Oh, we got a super chat from Lisa.
Super chat. Oh, wait.
Thank you, Lisa.
I got to get you your confetti first. Hold on. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Thank you so much, Lisa. Hope you're having a good new year. Confetti.
Woo.
I love it. So great. Thank you so much. Here we go. All right. So we did the most amazing things in Vegas. We did the gondolas.
Both inside and outside.
So fun. If you're doing the gondolas and it's a shorter ride outside, but you actually get to take your mask down for pictures. You have to leave it on for the ride, but when they take pictures, you get to take your mask off outside, and that was priceless for us. We got the best pictures. They're all digital downloads, which I love. I didn't have to carry around pictures like old times. I really felt like it was going to be like an amusement park. I was carrying a bag of pictures. But we had such a fun time. We did inside and outside. You don't have to sit in a car anymore with anybody else. Again,
nope.
I don't like COVID, but I do like some of the things that COVID's brought along.
Steph loves the gelato here as well.
Oh my gosh. So good. So we have lots of footage from the gondolas coming at you. Can't wait.
Had so much fun.
And then we did this. So we went to a place called Red Rock Canyon.
Yes, we did.
Sean was on day 7 of chemo, and he hiked up this major canyon like crazy.
I was tricked. I know Steph didn't know, but I ended up crawling uphill both ways in the snow. It was insane. Everywhere we went was uphill both ways. It's still kind of a noggin scratcher on that one, but it was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous to just get out there in the crisp, cold air and just see what's outside of Vegas,
We had so much fun. We flew the drone. Well, Sean flew the drone, and we had to climb up on this hill right here, which was crazy. It was I thought I was going to die. Like, it was so steep to get up to this point, but we wanted to be in a cool place. And
we rented and we did the thing in a convertible, which was awesome because so it was nice and cold on the top, and we had the heat running on the bottom, and the whole loop at the Rock is 13 miles or something like that.
Oh yeah, there's our convertible. So we had the heat on full blast, and then the top was down, and it was so fun.
It was the best.
We had the best time. So lots of footage coming for there, coming soon. And then, of course, Bellagio fountains. And this is what I was saying about this is from our hotel balcony.
This is from our balcony. We literally, how you talk about how sometimes in your cruise ship, your balcony becomes your most favorite spot. Well, it absolutely did. Day or night, we got some of the most amazing shots. I got crazy time lapse. We sat out there on the balcony. We cheersed each other, and we just just sat there just being so thankful for this ability to do this. I mean, this is just... Like Stephanie said, if I wasn't sick or fighting for my life, we wouldn't have done this. And Vegas has always been a place of business for us and never a place for fun. So we actually got to go be kids and go do all the silly stuff that, you wouldn't normally do if you weren't there on a convention.
We had so much fun. We did so much. We did so much. It was just
Well, if
great.
you haven't met Steph before, so much is the bare minimum.
I planned an extravaganza for
She
Christmas.
did. This was awesome. If you've done the zipline in Norwegian, it's very similar. It was a lot of fun. That's all I can say is that it was, I don't know, it's just kind of neat ziplining through a mall, I guess.
Oh, it was we did this Christmas Eve. So this was I had every significance plan for every single activity that we did. And this on Christmas Eve was like, being free, and Sean wasn't supposed to be here for Christmas. So this was like the symbolic thing of doing the zip line. And it was just the most exhilarating. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It was like
You giggled the whole time. That's how
it was
I put
like-
it.
it
You
was
were like a
just
kid.
awesome.
You just giggled the whole time.
It was so
And we felt
great.
bad. There was this little kid. He's dressed up as Spider-Man. He couldn't have been a day over 6, and he didn't have enough weight to get down the thing. So he stopped way, way, way back there, and one of the workers had to climb hand over hand all the way back to retrieve the poor kid. I felt bad for him.
Yeah, I felt bad too. But I'm going to start this clip again. I want you to see. I don't have a way to forward it.
Oh yeah, Emma. When the brakes hit, I thought my back severed from my body.
I'm going to forward this to. I want you to look at the ground so you can see the crowds. This is typically like jammed
Yeah,
packed.
it's usually wall to wall.
And there's probably people that are at least 6-8 feet away, and they're not even that crowded in there. Then this was Christmas Eve, so we expected it to be really, really crowded, and it wasn't. There wasn't anybody there. But especially coming down on this side, like there's nobody on the ground. Like there's nobody down there. Couple groups, couple families.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
So fun. So fun.
I'm grateful that we did all these things.
We had such a great time. So what'd you say your favorite activity was that we did?
I love the ziplining. I know we don't have any footage of it, but I love to top golf as well. But I think the ziplining was my favorite. You know what? The gondola. Here's the thing. I don't know how to explain this, but wherever we travel, at least once or twice when we travel, someone is put in our life that needs to talk to us for whatever reason. And yay!
Leah, thank you so much. She's been her medical nurse fighting. She's like, if you can fight, she can fight.
Aw,
You
thank
got
you.
this.
You
You
got
got
this.
this.
You got this.
You got it. Woo.
So I was saying that every time Stephanie and I travel, it doesn't matter if it's a cruise ship, some kind of land-based place, or Vegas, there's usually one or two people who, for whatever reason, just gravitate towards us because they need to talk to us. And the wonderful woman on the gondola just started asking like really weird prying questions. And so Stephanie's like, okay, here, I'll tell you what's going on. And her husband had just passed. So it was really important that she had just spent that time with us, talking about life and healing and loving one another and everything like that. So that was a pretty wild experience. That happens to us every single trip. And I'm grateful that it happened. I'm grateful that we could change someone's day, even if it's just for a minute.
Yes, it was. That seems to happen to us a lot.
But the favorite place has to be the conservatory. That's my favorite place in all of Vegas.
Yeah, we're going to get into that in just a second. But before we go on to Christmas in Vegas, talking about food, we don't have any footage in here, but we will in the show.
Yes.
Sean and I, we didn't gamble, but we spent all of our money on food.
We did 2 5-star meals, which we've never done before. I had no idea what the difference between a 3 and 4-star meal would be, let alone a 3 and a 5-star meal. I'm still full. We ate on top of the Eiffel Tower, and then we also ate at the Mayfair Club, which is right behind the fountains at Fountains of Bellagio. And both restaurants were just disturbingly. I mean, it was made by magic. It's just I've never tasted food like this before.
It was like you tasted food for the first time ever, like in your entire life. And it was fantastic. We've always wanted to eat in the Eiffel Tower. It's been something that's been on our list since we've been going to Vegas now for 12 years, I think. It's never worked out. It's always been really expensive.
Well, no, this is how it never works out. Steph walks up to the menu and goes, ha, 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 ha. Woo!
It's a little pricey. Yeah. Oh, Nicholas, thank you so much.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Thank you so much. All our love to you as well. Thank you for your super chat. We love you very much. Thank you. So we never made it to the Eiffel Tower because yes, it is expensive, but I figured this Vegas trip, like I said, it was an extravaganza. That's from Below Deck. Extravaganza. And so it was like, there is no more time. This is the only time we have. So if there's no better time than now. So we booked we did have plans to make Christmas Eve our Eiffel Tower, and then Christmas Day we were going to do the Mayfair Supper Club. But I found out that the Eiffel Tower has a set menu for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and it wasn't to our liking. It was very French, so a lot of seafood, that kind of stuff. But we did get it on our second night that we were there. Mm-hmm. And it was spectacular. It's like you're in the Bellagio fountain. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that because the Mayfair Supper Club is actually typically in the But it's so close.
You were surrounded by the fountains.
You have, like, you're sitting here eating, and then there's just, like, fountains. And then you're eating fountains. It was so amazing.
It was surreal. It was surreal.
Oh my gosh. And the food was just unbelievable. Sean had a, what's it called? What's that? What's the meat with the bread around it?
I don't know.
It's a staple on, I don't know. It was really good. But anyway, it was very, very fantastic. And then we ate at the Mayfair Supper Club, which was, if you only
like
have
a speakeasy.
Yes, if you only have one restaurant that you're like, okay, I want to spend some money and eat at a really good place, make it the Mayfair Supper Club. It's in Bellagio. They have a band and a performers, like Sean said, like speakeasy. So it's like the 20s singing. They sing pop songs, but like with the 20s vibe.
The 20s twist, yeah.
So good. And then of course your backdrop are the Bellagio fountains, which are actually like really,
Stunning.
really close. Really close.
Heather Forster brought up a good
Beef
point.
Wellington,
Money
that's
comes and goes, but memories are priceless. That's exactly how we feel. I don't like spending money on stupid stuff. I'd much rather spend it on memories. We have so many new photographs for our wall. I don't know. We're gonna have to put them on the ceiling or something. I don't know what we're gonna do with all the photos we have now. But we made so many memories. It was incredible.
So great. And it was all because of this Christmas in Vegas. Christmas in Vegas. All right, here we go. This was the creme de la creme of the entire trip.
If you've never been to Vegas, Bellagio has a conservatory. It's basically this beautiful garden. And when I lived in LA, I'd come here all the time just to kind of, relax and watch all the art. It's a seasonal installation, so every quarter or so, something else happens. And this was just like super cute. They had the Coca-Cola bears. It was just awesome. And it was one of those Christmas things where they did social distancing, so you're not on top of each other, which was lovely. But it was Christmas personified. It was just a lovely, lovely.
Look how big those horses
are.
Yeah,
those horses are huge. And you gotta know, at this day, I was still like day 4 of chemo. And so, everything was a challenge, but I'm so glad that Steph pushed me to do this because I really, really, really loved every second of our trip.
It was so fun. And if you're not here for Christmas, they have something else always going in the conservatory.
There's always something seasonal going on.
Yeah, the last time we were there, it was the Chinese New Year, and it was all dragons and oranges and yellows,
Beautiful.
and it was so pretty. So pretty. But this Christmas stuff was just absolutely amazing. So good. We had a great time. So we have so much to bring you when it comes to the vlogs and the show. We cannot wait. I mean, we're really excited to show you.
Oh yeah, we did 7 Magic Mountains, which was crazy. There's just so much to do that we didn't get a chance to do it all, but we literally did like 5 things a day and 6 things a day, and it was just like a cruise ship. It was just like, wow, we got to hustle.
We were tired.
Yeah, we did the, oh my gosh, we're 10 minutes till breakfast is over. And, that happened to us again. It's pretty funny.
We were really tired. And we were doing not late nights. We were in bed usually by 10 or so. It was fantastic.
I do have to say this. Oh, Stanley, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Did you get to New York, New York? Yes, we go to New York all the time. We ate at Chin Chin, which was some of the best Asian food I've ever had in my life. Yeah, and we love New York. New York always has a special place in our hearts. We used to go there all the time.
Another good restaurant is the steakhouse there. Sean took me there my birthday, I think. Maybe I was 30. It's a long time ago. Back in the day when I was just turning 30, I think we went, and that was a special occasion for the 30th. He took me to that. That was a very good restaurant. Very good.
Shauna wants to know, do our glasses ever fog up with those masks? Depends on how you wear them. It does sometimes, but we found that if you just pull down just a little bit at the bottom, it just releases everything and you're good to go.
Yeah, so I've learned that when I have my mask on, if I squeeze the nose part in, and then the Under Armour masks are formed so they stick out. Mm-hmm. If I stick it up a little bit, so there's a little bit of a vent down the bottom, then all the air goes out and I don't have any issues. And I usually put it up on my ears, like I can pull it back. Like if you pull a shirt back and you pull it down, that's how I do with my mask. I pull it up and pull it down. So it works.
And Justin said the absolute most truthful statement ever, that New York has the absolute worst roller coaster ever. That is indisputed. It is the worst harness system, and they were testing new vehicles, which was funny. and one of them valeted. So what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? And if you're interested in Under Armour masks, no, we do not work for Under Armour, but
No.
they are on sale 2 for $40.
Yeah.
I just got us a new pair. I got a purple one, and Sean got another black one. He got to get a smaller one because his face is got so small. So he got a smaller size.
But I can't stress this enough. When Vegas has deals on these rooms, we would have never in a million years taken the room at the Cosmo that we got, just because we just don't spend that kind of money. It was worth every second. And the best part was opening up the back door, laying on the bed, and the big giant crashing of the big fountains in the Bellagio fountain show sounded like beautiful thunder, and it literally just knocked us out. We were just like. It was just beautiful. Every second of every minute of that trip, I loved every second about it. The food was great. All the attractions were great. We missed so many attractions. We just want to do them all. But everyone was so kind. It was just, everyone in the tourist business is trying their best to maintain some kind of level of normalcy. So It was too good to be over there and hang out with our West Coast tourist friends.
That's right. It was just fun. And Vegas was empty. There wasn't anybody there until Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve picked up. Christmas Day you felt the crowds. It wasn't crowded.
Yeah, it was empty, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah. I'm guessing it was because I think it was a 4-day weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think, for everybody. So that's a nice long time in Vegas. 4 days is typically the typical Californian length of time. So
I said this before on the trip, and I'll say it again now. If I somehow didn't make it past my Christmas goal, I had the absolute best Christmas trip. We even did our own little Christmas tree right there on the table. We put ornaments on it and put lights on it, and it was the single greatest Christmas memory of my life, because everyone was telling me that you're done. And except for Steph here. She's like, nope, you're not done. Ooh. Thank you, Karen.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you so much. Oh, we love you too. Thank you so much for your super chat. You are amazing. What Sean said is, we don't want this to be the end, but if it was the last Christmas that we get to spend together, it was awesome. Most incredible. I can't even say the word amazing because I say that all the time, I feel like.
Yeah, you do.
It was like, whatever word is bigger than that, it was bigger than that. So yeah, it was spectacular. Every second of the day. I had everything planned out, and I didn't want to stress about it because I really wanted it to be perfect. And then, of course, I talked to Sean. I talked to Sean's dad. Hi, Rick, if you're watching.
Oh, he's watching.
Hello.
You know that.
And Rick was like, you can't have a perfect Christmas. Nobody has that. And so I was like, okay, because I was crying, and I just wanted it to be the best thing ever. And so when I let that all go, and it just sort of happened, and I had things like, I didn't have it structured as far as like, at this time we'll go here, at this time we'll go here. Well, actually with reservations, it kind of was like that, but we did make the reservations for a lot of the things the night before. But it was just, it kind of just went smoothly, and everything fell into place. And we talk about Symphony of the Seas being the most perfect cruise because everything just went smoothly. Everything just went perfect. Vegas was like that. Everything was just perfect.
Yeah, it really was. It was a phenomenal trip from beginning to end, and
phenomenal. That's my new word.
I was in pain a lot because I had taken the pump out on Saturday, and we flew out on Sunday. Was that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was in an exceptional amount of pain, but for whatever reason, I was able to sleep really well. The fountains put me to sleep like crazy. I mean, it was the perfect Christmas. It really was. I know you're saying you can't have one, but in my humble opinion, it was a perfect Christmas.
It was perfect. It was perfect because we didn't want it to be perfect. And it was just, everything just happened the way it was supposed to happen. It was just great. Phenomenal. Who put that? I want to say thank you. Somebody wrote that. Oh, I love my pop-out chat.
Sharon wrote
Sharon put that. Phenomenal is going to be my new above amazing. Phenomenal. Phenomenon. Dun, 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 dun. Phenomenon. Oh, sorry.
But so yeah, there's nothing wrong with gambling. I got a message saying, "Why do you hate gambling?" Hold the phone. I never said I hate gambling.
No.
Just we work so hard, and we think that basically our YouTube channel is a big enough gamble. So what we thought was, instead of putting money on the tables, we would just go do other things. And I'm a huge architecture and attractions junkie. There's like 5 different monorail systems, up to and including the same exact monorail system that they use for the Harry Potter train here in Orlando. That also exists in Vegas. So I'm just a kind of a nerd when it comes out to the art and the design and the technology. And of course, seeing all the casinos dress up for Christmas was awesome. It was just great. So we didn't have time to gamble really.
No, Sean and I have done the gambling thing. We're not against it or anything like that. We've done it. We've had a really good time at some games. We went to Vegas way back in the day. We used to play craps. That was our thing.
You're talking like 10, 14 years ago.
When we first got together. We've had so much fun, but now we want to spend more time with each other instead of sitting there at a table and playing games. We just wanted to spend every second of the trip together, doing something, engaged in something together, and that's what we did. So, including meals.
And much to my chagrin, when we did play Top Golf, Stephanie did not lose a single club.
And I won.
But well, the second time she didn't. We're both very competitive, but she got these lucky rolls that would roll for like an additional 125 yards. I'm like, what is this nonsense?
It was so great to see the way far blue target, and there's my little ball. Bloop. Somehow it missed all of the balls on the ground. It was like it had its own little mind to get into the farthest away. So yeah.
Oh, thank you, Angela.
Oh, thank you so much, Angela. And yes, here's to more phenomenal days, memories, and moments. We're right there with you. Thank you so much. A little dance. Dun, 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 dun. Well, guys, it's 6 o'clock.
I can't believe it's already 6 o'clock. We have so much ready to show you all. It's just our bosses are keeping us busy. And to be honest, chemotherapy ain't cheap. So every time we're offered some cash jobs, I'm there,
Yeah.
So we love you all. Thank you
We do.
so much for standing by our sides and always being there for us. You always give us the most amazing messages. There are times where I'm just like on the floor just dying and I get this most amazing message. So thank you so much.
We cannot thank you all enough for just your support and your love. And just like confetti, yay! It's just, you guys are amazing. You keep us going daily. We're coming up on a year of this cancer journey, and you guys have been there from the beginning. Cheering us on, supporting us.
It's kind of weird. February 24th is the last goal they gave me. That'd be my 1 year mark, and then there's no more. You won't make it until that was just it. That's just so. February 25th. Free.
The map is free. The map is free. So I hope everybody has a great night. And if you have a holiday tomorrow, enjoy your 3-day weekend.
We do not.
We do not. No, we do not. But if you do, enjoy it. Have a great week, everyone. We should see you here next Sunday. We will be back. Tea time is back. So
we truly love and adore all of you.
do.
Thank you for your warm thoughts, your prayers, your kindness. You're just. It's just so awesome to have an extended family like this. You all are fantastic humans, and I don't know. We just had the most amazing time.
Yes, it's coming up. We love you guys so much.
Yeah, Emma said it's been 10 months since Josh made that video. I have to get the energy up to respond to all those people and to everybody. I'm so overwhelmed and grateful that you all care about us. We're just two randos in the internet. So thank you so much for being a part of our family and taking care of us.
Yes, thank you so much. We love you all. And with that, we will say good night. And we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.
Bye, everybody.